everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I just got done filming my weekly budget check-in for the second week of December, as well as my paycheck to paycheck budget. So if you have not watched those, go ahead and check those out. They're in the video page of my YouTube channel. But now I'm going to do part 2 of my weekly budget, which is the cash envelope stuffing, my all-time favorite thing to do and thing to watch. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. So I have my Recollections binder from Michaels that I got from Michaels, and then I have my billfold here. Somebody asked me the other day if I'm worried about money falling out of my envelopes. So for those of you that are new, as you can see, this is what the binder looks like. All of my envelopes in here are 6-hole punched, and they go in here perfectly. Now some of the envelopes are pretty full, as you can see. This one here, Christmas, is pretty full. So is Debt Snowball, Kids, Personal Care. So some of them have quite a bit of money in them. But I'm honestly not worried about the money falling out, because once you clip this onto it, and I mean literally shaking it, the money isn't even, not only is it not even to this yet, I mean it has not even come out of the envelopes yet. I don't keep change in here, obviously, it's just cash. So no, I am not worried about the cash falling out of this binder whatsoever. They stay in there pretty good. I mean, honestly, even with it being unclipped, nothing. So the money stays in there pretty good, and that's probably due to the size of the envelopes, I would say. I keep them at 6 3/4 inches long, so I think it's just enough to really keep the money in there pretty good. So, nope, do not worry about the money falling out of the envelopes. Okay, enough with that. So I have my wallet here because this is where I keep my 3 expense cash envelopes, and I have my binder here, which is where I keep all of my sinking funds, as you guys know. So I'm going to get all of my cash laid out. I have already got it. I got it from the bank already, so I'm going to go ahead and get my cash laid out, and then we can start stuffing the envelopes. Okay, I got everything set up here. I have all my cash, my sinking funds, and my expenses. I'm just going to run through this really quick. These sinking funds here are the ones that I am funding currently in 2019. These ones here, these 7 here, will start in January, and actually I am adding one more to this list. I'm going to add a vacation sinking fund. I haven't decided the exact amount yet that I'm going to put in towards, or in every week, but I want to just have a vacation sinking fund for whenever we feel like going and doing something, whether it be with the kids or something else. So I will need to make an envelope for that and figure out what I want to contribute to that starting in January. But these are the ones that I am contributing to right now. So I am going to go ahead and start with my expenses. Now, if you watched my weekly check-in video, you know that I had extra money in all 3 of these envelopes. So the first one is gas. And in gas I had an extra, hold on, that is not right. I think I mixed these around when I mixed these around when I was putting the money back in here from my weekly check-in video. Okay, let me get these put back in here and we can try this again. Okay. Gas. I think I ended up spending $33. I get $40 a week, so I have $7 left over for gas. So I'm going to put that to the side right now. We'll just put it right there. So that is my extra expense money. Gas gets $40. So I'm going to go ahead, get 40, get that put in here. And the gas envelope will be funded. Gas right now is like $2.33 a gallon, so it's really reasonable. I can fill my tank for like $32 to $33 depending on how low I am. That's usually the average for me. Next one is spending. I did really good with spending this week. I have $20, $30, $32 left over. I had two expenses, one of $5 and one of $3, right around $3. So I have $38 left over for spending. Put that in the same pile, and then I'm going to grab out another $40. Some people ask why I don't just like leave this $20 in here and then grab another $20. I just don't. I don't really even have a good reason for you as to why I don't. I just don't. In my head, it's easier for me to just put all of my extra money to the side and then grab from my new money. I don't know. Maybe that's not even a legitimate reason, but that's why I do it. Next is groceries. Groceries had $10 extra, and groceries gets $80. So we're going to do $50, $60, $70, and $80 for the week. Get that put in there. So my 3 expense envelopes, gas, groceries, and spending are all complete. They are funded. So now I'm going to move into sinking funds, and I am going to grab a wet erase marker. So as we go by these, I do have these envelopes in here already just because that way I will be ready for January. So I will tell you guys which ones I am not funding right now that belong in this one, or this list, and this is one of them. A kid savings. Back to school is another one that I am not funding yet. Car insurance I am not funding yet. Car maintenance I am. So last week car maintenance had $140. So we will get this taken out of here. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, and car maintenance gets $10 every week, so I'm going to add 10, which will put car maintenance at $140, or sorry, $150. And then what I'm going to do is, I use these trackers on the back, so today is the 13th. I am adding in $10, which puts my balance at $150 for the week. So the trackers here are what I use these Erin Condren wet erase markers for. They work really well. Next is Christmas. Christmas is another one I'm funding. Last week, Christmas was at $420. So we have 1, 2, 250, 260, 70, 80, 90, 3, 210, 3, 30, 3, 50, 370, 390, 410, 420. It is so, that was ridiculous. It is so strange to count. I should have taken this 10 and put it here, and then that would have made my life so much simpler. Oh, it's so hard to count by odd numbers rather than by 20s or 10s. Sorry that you guys had to watch that. Anyways, $420 is what I have here right now. So perfect, and we are putting in $100. So let me get my money here. So we're gonna add in 100, which will make the balance now $520. Had a 50 escape. Okay, so we are going to do 12, 13 again, adding in 100. Now this is the last week that I am adding in $100. So for the rest of this December and then all next year, 2020, I will put $25 in my Christmas sinking fund every week, which I figured by next December that would get me right about $1,300. And I plan on using a majority of this weekend. We're going Christmas shopping to try to finish up, so I will be using probably a majority of the rest of the sinking fund. So this one here is another kids savings, will not start till January. Gifts is one that I'm funding. Last week it had 90. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I'm going to add 10 to that, which will get me to 100. Which will be good because I do need to get a few coworker gifts. So I will probably be using money out of this sinking fund soon. Which is not what I want to do. Not that I don't want to buy them gifts, but I don't I don't like spending money out of my sinking funds because I like to watch the totals increase. I do not like to have to take money out and then watch them decrease. That is sad to me. Household had 45 last week, so we have, let me get these this way, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. We're adding 15. So we will now be at $60 for the week. So 12, 13, adding in 15 puts us at 60. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so last week kids was at 150. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 150, and I add in 20 to my kids every week, so we will now be at 170. So 12, 13, adding in 20, puts our balance at 170. That one is really getting up there. That's what I like to see. This one was at 160 back in, I'll zoom in so you can see. Back in the middle of December it was at 160, but then I had to buy 2 of my kids' new snow boots because their boots did not fit anymore, which brought me down to 90, so I've kind of been trying to build that back up since then, but it's going pretty well. Okay, this is another kids savings, not starting till January. Medical, I do fill. Last week it had 45. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. We're adding another 5, which will put medical at $50. So get this written down in the transaction log here. Personal care is another one that I am currently funding. It had $65 last week. So we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. We will add another 15, which will put us at 80. So 12, 13, adding in 15 puts us at 80. I still have not got my eyebrows waxed yet. So I need to do that. I keep saying that and then I keep getting busy and not doing it, so I really need to do that. Next is rent. Rent is not a sinking fund, but I take it out in cash, so I like to have a envelope for it. And I obviously don't want to carry it around with me, so I don't keep it with in my wallet. But last week we were at $50. We're adding another $50, which will put us at $100. For the second week of December. I probably don't even need to have a tracker for this one because it is more of a monthly bill, but I'm going to keep it that way. Savings we're not funding until January. School tuition's not being funded until January. And then last is my debt snowball. So this is where this extra money comes into play. what I do is every week, the extra money that I have from these 3 envelopes, spending, gas, and groceries, I put in this envelope, my Debt Snowball envelope, and then at the end of the month I take all the money that's in here and put it towards an extra Debt Snowball payment. I have been doing this for about, I think this will be my 3rd month doing it this way rather than rolling the money over to the next week. And I think in October it's anywhere from like $150 to $200 extra that I'm able to put towards an extra Debt Snowball payment just by following this method. So it works really, really well for me. So this week, let me just get this money organized here so I can count it. This week we are adding in $20, $30, $40, $45, $46, $47, $48, $49. So last week we added in $37 for the first week of December. So 49, I think is what I said. And my math is not that great, so we're going to do 37 plus 49. Okay, let me make sure I counted that right. 20, 30, 40, 45. Yeah, I did. Okay, so $86 is what we... I'm throwing stuff all over the place. $86 is what I have in this envelope now. So let me get this out. Lots of ones in there. And we will get this added into it. 5 in there. So this should be $86. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. So we have $86 that will go back into this Debt Snowball envelope. And actually, I'm going to do something here. Since this one is getting pretty big and it's only the 2nd week of December, I'm going to trade out some of the smaller bills here for something else. So let's do 10, 20, actually 25, 30, 35, 40, oh, we'll keep a couple of those. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 50. We'll try that. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, I am going to take the 50 out of my groceries envelope and I'm going to put this money in here because I'll use this grocery envelope in the upcoming week a lot faster. That way this envelope doesn't get so full with dollar bills and $5 bills. There we go. Okay, so $86 in here. I got my grocery one filled pretty full with ones. That's fine. And that's it. So we have our Debt Snowball done. All of the envelopes are filled, ready to go. The only change this week, like I said, was Christmas. After this week is going to be getting back down to $25. And then I actually am going to do a setting up my sinking funds for 2020 video coming up really soon. I'm really, really excited about that. And that's where I'll kind of readjust these numbers here, make sure that these are the amounts that I want to contribute to, as well as these ones. Need to reevaluate if I want to change any of these, and then add in my vacation sinking fund. So look forward, or I look forward to that video, and you guys can watch for that one. But that is all I have for you guys today. So please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!